Oh, 2020's been one heck of a year, I'll tell you that, buddy. I mean, 2020 has been one fucking year. I mean, listen, well, you gotta find humor in it somehow. And, I gotta say, it's really hard to find humor because it's kind of depressing and sad, but I'll give you one thing. Most people, you know, like to bitch and gripe about the year. Oh, it's so horrible. Oh, so horrible. Let me tell you. It's probably not the worst thing. But, if you get to spend it with family and you're in the house and you don't leave that much, it's totally fine. But look, it's almost 2021 and this virus is still fucking going on. I mean, it's pretty sad, but, this is what I do. I watch comedy all the time. I sing songs all the time. And one of my favorite comedians is Sam Kinison. And man, if he was here to see this, you can imagine what his comedy would be like. You know? He'd probably be like, well, folks, 2021's coming around the corner. And this world ain't fucking getting any better. What we could do is sit around with our family and friends. Or, if you have friends that live next door to you, go out, go to their house. As long as they ain't been out, go out, go drinking in the house. You know, don't go to a bar. Please, Lord, don't go to a bar. Drink, smoke, do whatever you want to do. Party it up at your own house. But listen, if your neighbors start aggravating you about it, like, hey, don't fucking be too loud over there, man. Let me tell you what, it's 2020. We can be loud if we want to be. You know, we don't really have freedom of speech anymore. But if you're at your house with your friends, you can say whatever you want to say. You know, if somebody records it and puts it on YouTube, there'll be some bad comments too, but you know what? It doesn't matter. Say whatever you want to say. You're your own free person. Nobody can tell you what to say. Nobody can tell you what to do. You know? I'll tell you what. One of my favorite stories about Sam Kinison is when it's like 2 a.m. It was in like California or someplace. Or no, I think it was a place that their bars weren't open around 2 a.m. And Sam looks at his buddy Larry and says, you know what, buddy? Maybe we can go to a bar and get something to drink. Larry's like, dude, there's no bars open. There is nothing open. This town is fucking asleep right now. And Sam's just like, oh, I have a plan. What's your plan? He says, you remember those limos that we had like 2 or 3 days ago? Weren't they fully stocked? Didn't they have alcohol? I'm like, yeah. Well, call them up. So Sam calls them up and says, hey, can I get 2 limos over here? Are they fully stocked? Yes. Okay. The limos come, they're fully stocked, and Sam goes, see? Never underestimate my power. Fully stocked limos, they're just sitting in there drinking till the cows come home. And then they get back to their hotel, you know. Larry grabs the cookie off the tray and goes back to his room, and Sam goes, he says, bye, Larry, I'll see you in a little bit. 2 girls come over, or a bunch of girls from this bar, you know. And he says, do you want to have a good time? And they all go, yeah. He said, alright, come with me. Well, the next morning, Larry opens the door, and this place is trashed, like dangerously trashed, you know. And he goes, what happened? These girls are crying. They're just like, I don't know where he went, man. I don't know where he's at. And still to this day, Larry has no clue what happened. You know, I don't even know if they ever will know what happened. And then the second best story is when Bill and a bunch of other people, Sam, you know, Larry or whatever. No, I don't think Bill was there. His brother wasn't there, but Sam and Larry were there. And then when this bar, this guy goes, hey, I got ecstasy, and Sam just tries it and says, give me all of it, give me whatever you got, you know. And they're all sitting around drinking, doing blow and everything like that, and Larry sees Sam, looks like he's floating away, you know. And, he goes, this is how high he was, he puts his hand on Sam and tries to bring him back down. And Sam goes, and they're like, don't, stop fucking touching Sam, you know. And Sam's just like, thanks, Larry. Thanks for bringing me back down, buddy. I swear it's the funniest shit I've ever seen. And, one of my favorite things I've ever seen Sam in, or something he's done, is when he, a lot of people's favorite is when he was on, Back to School or whatever, when he played the, professor. I love that. That's still not my favorite. When he did SNL, I loved it. I'm young, but I'm an old soul, you know what I mean? I love anything. I love Sam Kinison. There's a lot of comedy I don't like too, but Listen, if I was a critic back then, I would have never gave him a bad mark for anything. I love it. So that's what I've got to say for today, and thank you all for listening in, and hope everyone has a good day. Go crazy, go fucking crazy, have a party. See you guys.